Okay. Shareable link. Here we go. Yeah. It's always. I always want to set say shared for some reason instead of spectators. There we go. Hey! Aww. Alice, you must. But lol. Oh, hi Talos. How are you liking our game? I had like more than half an hour left. Totally fine. It goes pretty well. People are really fast, it's true. It's only been up for a little less than or a little more than a minute. I did your replay 2 minutes after you went to sleep. Spicy. Well, I saw that you're just trying to stall me out and win on the day count, and I'm like, oh, I can't let that happen. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die swinging. Is it working? It doesn't look like it's working. I don't understand. Yeah. It's just... I mean, I'll let it sit there and we'll see if it catches up or what. I mean, I'll read it said at one time. See if I can find out any details about this. Streamlabs, YouTube, chat, lagging. I'm not seeing. It seems to be working. I mean, just after that. Source properties. This chat delay is 0. Show messages 15. I haven't changed any of that stuff. I don't know. Like me messing with the settings there. Okay. Oh, good luck at work, Fluffy. I only have 5 turns to take here, and then we'll be looking at people's maps. Ooh. All right. So going for capping the lab cost me that infantry. Hopefully that vision is going to be worth it. Let's see. People have been getting really unlucky with their recon attacks against me. A spicy double artillery. Recon retreats over here. Probably built a copter. Well, I'll take the city. And I'll definitely... Yeah, I'll definitely start the airport. And then I have to decide if I want to try and break through over here somehow. There's an infantry there. I can reach down to here, but that's not good enough because this artillery can hit me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I could do a breakthrough, or I could actually wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I can do like hit here. I don't know if you do enough damage as Sonya to kill that. You're at 5. Oh my gosh, 43 to 59. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I could use this guy. I could do this guy and this guy to kill that. And then like tank strike here. Tank strike here. It's not very good. I could move this guy. The infantry could clear this. And I could hit an artillery. Or Sonya. Bad luck. Or I could just go down here and take a nice first strike. Man, a nice first strike does sound nice. The first strike backed up by a copter. And the recon's probably here, so I can... like block around my comm tower, this comm tower, try and take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Always make it. I assume a copter was built, so I don't want to be fighting over here. Definitely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's gonna have the same range that I have. Yeah. I'm just gonna double check there's an infantry in that forest. Okay, there is. It's full health and everything. Oh, there is an injured tank back here. Be another target. No, I don't think so. Bring this over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe I needed the anti-air turn earlier, really. Probably did. If I wanted to continue the attack over here. We'll just go after his tank. Bring this one back to heal. And just do a general retreat along with this attack. Put you here. I don't want to really get in too much of a brawl. These artillery around. Playing live games is exhilarating. Yeah, I don't have the move planner in this. I've probably messed up quite a few turns. Not in this one, I don't think, but in my Andy re-Andy one where I went for the comm tower. Oh yeah. The Discord has quite a few opportunities. Okay, we'll just back up. Saw me go in there. That's okay. Go here, artillery here. Then infantry here. I guess I could do it here. I can't put myself in a place that the recon can't hit me. I would prefer the recon couldn't hit well next to the artillery though. We'll just do this. And do we go tank or artillery here? I think we can just stick with tanks for now. Didn't quite work, does it? Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you reveal here, tank here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then tank here. It's pretty nasty. I think we definitely retreat with this guy to this forest. I guess I'll take a little bit out of position to go here. Could just go here. Make him start walking onto my side of the map if he wants to keep the fight going. One, two, three, four, five, six. Pretty strong city. Guess we'll just go. Yeah, I do want to have the ability to send something down here. And you're just doing great, buddy. You can stay there. Yeah, 1 HP infantry in forest. They'd have to commit to 2 units to reveal and take it out. Oh, Talos, the game I was talking about is this one. If you're still here. I have both comm towers. I had a really sketchy attack. Here? Here. I probably definitely should have moved Planard out. I was like, well, you know, I can get him to use his super and kill off a bunch of infantry. He does hit me back really hard, as you'd expect. For some reason, I don't remember that copter being able to hit me. It's not the worst thing, though. Took me halfway to the super. But yeah. Now we have a nice, interesting situation here. This guy lived because he doesn't have a comm tower. I think I just shoot his infantry, is that right? He's got some copters coming in. I think we're okay to do this because the bomber, I can move right now, go in here. That covers this. And I don't 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, don't think, yeah. The copter cannot block the bomber effectively to save the Neo tank after it goes for a kill. We'll take our infantry kills. Up here, looks like we do this. This follow-up. And then okay, so I built the Neo tank for sure. Probably you start heading down this way. I guess I do have the debate of whether or not I let him actually get the city. I did manage to save this tank. Okay, so we definitely do, is it like tank, anti-air up here. Tank finishes off this, and then we bring in the artillery behind. Neo tank. I think I need anti-air behind. Artillery needs to be back here. Maybe I could just put this guy behind. Because you can't reach. I really don't want this to be an open square. Yeah, and a Neo tank can reach to here. Guess I could always just not go for that part of the attack. You need to go here. You sadly wouldn't be able to get that. You might not even get it actually. How much damage did that do? $59 to 67. No. Okay, so the odds are not good that that would kill. So maybe I do just keep you back. For my hyper upgrade. Yeah, that's a lot. They're probably going for a bomber, maybe a fighter. Try and answer my bomber. I'm not sure. But I'm happy for it. I'm definitely getting a Neo tank here. With hyper upgrade, it reaches all the way to here. It's really good. Because that means his Neo tank can't I mean his Neo tank can still hit anything. But not safely, not without punishment. Yeah. How would I estimate like this? Yeah. So I know, of course, that it did more than minimum damage because he's down to 4. So he's probably a pretty healthy 4 is what I would say. He could be a really injured 4, but it's not very likely. Which means this guy would have to like max roll basically with getting really good but not perfect luck from the other strike. But I do have a problem here, and that is because this guy's at 4. He hits me down to 6. And if I'm at 6... Oh, okay, no. If I'm at 6, he still has to max roll to kill me. Because he doesn't have a comm tower. That's not so bad. And the 7 health infantry is really annoying for him. He's gonna have to use the copter and a tank to kill it. Probably. Maybe not probably, but I forgot how healthy the 7 was. But maybe. If I go here, he does get to hit me from the city, which is really bad. And this is a full health tank in disguise. No, if the range is 20 to 24, you still have the same number of possibilities. It's just rounding. Some of them are the same. So, because luck damage cares about defense and it cares about health, especially because it cares about health, you're gonna get half as many because of the rounding. Because you're cutting your luck roll in half. So a 4 and a 5 are going to be the same when it rounds down. So I'm trying to decide if I should put the artillery here or here. If I put it here, it's probably going to be safe. If I put it here, it covers a lot more stuff. And I guess the worst thing it does is take a tank shot. Which probably knocks me down to 4 and then I get healed up to 9. But the other problem with that is that then I'm stuck with a situation where this is blocked by a tank. And my artillery is not there to clear the tank out of the way. My Neo tank to get through. So maybe I actually put it right here. Covering this infantry that something has to kill. And this forest that something might strike from. But also clearing or covering the choke point, so my Neo tank's more likely to get through. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I guess I put an infantry here. Or really, I guess I put an infantry here. Okay, let's do that. It's a little more passive. I think it's better with the Neo tank plan in mind. I think he could kill this if he wanted to, right? If he does... This hits here. No, he can't kill my... He doesn't have a tower. So if this does get the roll and kill this, then he can do tank to kill this, Neo tank, and then tank. He still only gets one tank shot on this. I don't think he can kill this. Okay, so we put our tank here, infantry in the forest. The only thing that can hit the infantry is a single vehicle. They all occupy the same spot, or the Neo tank, which is the only thing that could get through. And then probably don't need to keep the anti-air over here. I see the copters are heading down here, so I should probably follow suit in a way that doesn't let me... Actually, I'm totally fine with his... I was going to say in a way that doesn't let his Neo tank hit me. But then I realized, wait, I have a bomber right here. Feel free to hit me. Can I actually go here? Can the tank hit there? I could go here. How wild is that? He could hit me from the city, which means I probably won't be able to kill him. Oops. You're in the city now, buddy. So I need to have you be the attacker. With my super, it's kind of close. It's close enough that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that this guy be able to finish it. And that's a much better spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Doesn't cover that spot though, which is where the copter's going there. But still, it's pretty good. He doesn't have a way of blocking, right? I guess he could. He could go here. Okay, yeah. Okay, so he could go here to kill me. Copter here. Infantry goes here. It keeps my pressure over here at least. But that's not much. Then the next question I have is whether or not I want to deal with all of this nonsense. I think I definitely back up with this guy, probably to here, and then replace him. Because he still doesn't have a comm tower, so he can't use 2 infantry to clear me. It's not... What are you talking about? It's fine. The only thing you can do is hit it with a Neo tank, right? Or a 4 health tank. Sadly can't just do this as much as I'd like to. But you guys definitely move forward. There's no doubt about that. You take a step back. You go to here. Guess I could send you in to try and kill that. That's not worth it. Make sure nothing can... Alright, so do we just go here with the artillery then? Here? Probably here. Yeah. He can reach there. Need to build more infantry. Did you hear? Seems fine. Ah, I can't have my turn. Oh, I don't want to end my turn anyway. I got this guy. I was planning to do... This is where I would definitely move player this out, but... Second block. Like that can block, but I could kill it. Like, I guess you can't block with another Neotank. Block here to stop my infantry from killing his blocking infantry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I know he can't do that because this anti-air would be able to reach. Assuming I could clear its way. I guess there's also the possibility that I wouldn't be able to, if he just killed that and then retreated with everything else. I guess these guys can always reach. It'd be possible I wouldn't get my super. Oh, it's such a cool play. Nah, I've already been just playing really loose. That's... Now the tank could block. Oh, actually, I guess what he could do is he could Neotank kill, use this Neotank to block over here. Okay. That there, I convinced myself. I'm still open for being hit. It's just it doesn't look nearly as safe to do so. Now for you. Probably just bring you back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, maybe I have to bring you back farther. Maybe here. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I need to bring you back to here, I think. 6. Not for your safety, because they can still get you with this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, I go. Guess, but for the safety of the artillery. It's fine for the artillery to get hit once. It's not fine for the artillery to get hit twice. So I do need to block that. Alright, let's see what he does with all that money. If the move planner calculated charge, that would be handy. Only took 2 turns. Oh, not the penguins. Okay. What is going on in this game? I'm probably sending a copter over here to answer the other copter. Actually, I'm probably not. I'm just sending it over here to overwhelm him. Yeah. And over here, artillery is in position. I could go for it, but it's just a horrible play. Ooh, medium tank. And then we go here. Block. I think they get this city. Not much I can do about it. I mean, I guess I could do something about it, but probably wouldn't be worth it. I'd do it if this tank wasn't here. Yeah, just let him take it. I wouldn't really be able to delay him long afterwards anyway. As the mech showed up. Swap out. Oh, I'm here. Then whoa. I guess I could retreat to here. And just wait with you. I think you're in a great spot. And then if the tank wants to take a first shot, it can. First strike. I think there's in a better place, right? Because if I go to the right any further, I get hit by the cop here. I'm a tiny bit behind in economy for now, but I am ahead in unit count, which is really good. Prepare. I didn't move this guy. I didn't move this tank either. I don't know why these guys weren't recommended before. Well, I guess these cost more. Do I go over here? I think so. The only thing that can hit me is this guy who's capturing. I guess I should go here. That way I can go to the city if I want to. Next turn. And then you want to go over to the left side here. No real point in having everything attacking from one side. Okay. Oh. Spicy anti-air. Okay. Artillery's been freed. for me. Nice infantry engagement. We get to free our own artillery. Send our copter into the middle here. Probably go for that strike. Oh, this is our lander turn. So, you know what? Before I do anything else, lander. Okay. Everyone's favorite glitch. I can stop my infantry from dancing. Dance. Don't dance. Ah. Okay. Go here for vision. Take this guy out. Just start taking that city. I never built a recon. Oh, I did build a recon. It's over here. Yeah, I think we definitely retreat to here. Get vision of the city. There's an anti here though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's covered. Super covered. I guess I'll take this. Bring a tank on. Bring a tank on in. Yeah, it's just a dance party. It's what the penguins do. I think I'll do this. Yeah, I didn't have another way, did I? Yeah, that's good. That's all fine. Then the mechs get to march forward a bit. I don't need these copters right there, so you guys get to go back here. A little boost. I shouldn't have sent this one here. I should have sent this one over here. I messed up my my plan. Because now I can't mech here. It's fine. Just infantry. Should have been a mech. Should have, and then yeah. Should have, could have won that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here's the amazing play, because then next turn the tank goes straight into the lander. Lander goes over here, drops it off, and then the lander moves over here, and then tanks from here and here can go in here and get dropped off right into the middle. That's the marvelous lander play. I guess I could have freed this later. I guess I could also bring the artillery into the middle. Maybe I will. This one did line up. All right, let's start taking this city. You know what? We will go for that. You know, Recon's gonna come over and beat us up. Go there. And we don't have anything covering that city, so we won't go for it. I do have a tank covering that tile. Do something like this. don't like having lone mechs out there. Mechs are not supposed to be loners. I don't want the mech in vision. It's a little risky to put the mech there. Tank covers this square though. Mechs cover this one. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Let's start. We can start contesting this corner if we want to. I don't want to sit there. The problem with sitting there is there's an infantry that just finished capping here. It might come over and hit me, which will reveal this guy for free. We don't like revealing forests for free. It is lander time, exactly. All right. Oh, this is the game that I did a really bold attack in. I think I adder powered, right? Yeah. Right, hit my stuff. Hit that guy. Treat it over there. And for that tank. Sure, totally fine. Anti-air. Breaking through the pipe seam. Okay. Well, right. No more infantry on this side. And over here. Go for that hit. Artillery backup. I think infantry finishes it off. Okay. I probably don't want to move just in your range. Okay. Well, I guess I shouldn't do that though, because it's possible that Lash would use the forbidden technique there. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll play around the forbidden technique. Probably retreat to heal. I sadly can't go for this attack. The anti-air was built. We go here instead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't go there. That's that's susceptible again to the forbidden technique. So we can go here. The forbidden technique is, of course, Lash's normal power. And I just build a bomber. Bomber seems good. Probably bring you. Oh, I can actually bring you. You want you to be in range to try and interrupt this, I guess. Although, I mean, the artillery is kind of there doing artillery stuff. I guess my copter is already being annoying there. Don't want this guy to hit us. Ooh, I even get a boost. Do that. And you back up here. Getting some artillery rolling over here. Run away! Oh, you get to go heal? Try trapping him, but I can't really trap him. You can just walk out and this guy can kill me. Just heal up. Okay. Ooh, you can't stop Javier. Whoa, what map are you guys talking about? Oh, Caustic Finale? I think Sasha's really good on there. Oh, did I get beat up in this game? Going for my comm tower, but not contesting. Wild. Rika wasn't there. Runs away. Wow. Well, I'm gonna have a great turn next time, but that's next time. I'm just having really good luck with Sonya and getting 2 towers. Okay, so now we get to look at maps. There's enemies within here from Disobeyed. This, but you didn't actually link me enemies with them, did you? It's probably up here earlier. Is it this one? Are you enemies within? You are not enemies within. No, no. Maybe I'll just search it. Search maps. Enemies within. There we go. Oh, it's this map. Did it get changed? It did get changed. Now there are just 2 comm towers. Yeah, that map was a war room map? Yeah. Okay. Oh. If I can get the whole thing on screen for you guys. Any generalist tips for mixed space maps? Well, there's always trying to deal with the FTA, STA stuff. Basically, you just want each player to be ahead on half of the bases. Or I guess half of the fronts. Like this is a front, 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 this is a front. So in this case, Orange Star is ahead here for this. And Blue Moon is ahead, and Orange Star is ahead. Wait. Okay, Orange Star is ahead in this respect and in this respect. And then Blue Moon's ahead in this respect and this respect. And in this respect. And okay, I think this is even. I think it's 3 and 3. Is yeah. Orange Star's ahead here, here, and here. Blue Moon's ahead here, here. Yeah, okay. And then the other thing you have to look at is that every base is getting an equal number of properties that's responsible for. But man, is it confusing on mixed base. I can just play out some turns and see what it looks like. Now I did fight against Disobeyed on this map with Drake against Sasha, which was rough, but that was a different version of this map. And this is very, the awkward thing about this map is it's very open. So I guess I'll go here. I mean, knowing me, I'd always go there. So it's very much a free-for-all for where the fronts would show up, I guess. Let's see. After a few turns, it looks like okay. So Blue Moon gets this 100%. So does Orange Star. I mean, it seems like the turn advantage stuff is totally fine. It's a very big map, yeah. Get a lava sama. So it looks like the properties go like this. Maybe like this bubble. I can try and do it really fast. You definitely step out to here, then go for this. You can like threaten to go for the harbor. And that might be a bit too big. Because I'm wondering if the size of the map means that the middle never really gets touched, because that was definitely a problem in the game that I was playing against Disobeyed on it with. Because it's a really big map, but then the mixed bases are really close to each other, except for these really far away corners. So what happens is these two bases fight these two bases. These two bases fight these two bases. And then these guys can't fight each other. They just kind of skirmish against the other two bases. So that might be a problem. Everything in the middle isn't doesn't really get touched. Well, there's going to be conflict, like here, kind of. Sorta. But yeah. It is really big. Really big, and it's a long time till you can actually build something other than an inventory. I guess this guy goes here. Here. Oh, I see. And then you can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you do like tank. It's without a base skip. And then if you want to continue going for that city, which I imagine you would. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can't actually protect that. I guess you kind of can. But now you're stuck in a situation where you either protect this Or you try and do the same thing over here, I guess. Let's try that. I don't think protecting this works out very well. Let's go for that capture. You go over here, you go over here. That was Xaxis on the money, which is cool. No, the infantry wall shouldn't be that big of a problem because it's a really, really big map. So you should be able to maneuver around them. The orange star goes here, here, fills that off. I guess if you were being spicy, you go down here. To try and get something going on in the middle. In the corner seems very awkward. There's nothing in... There's like this no man's land here. Let's see. She goes there. Then you can't build a tank. You build a recon. And you just save your money. Or recon here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. It's kind of nasty. Are the transports extra viable? So in most big maps, transports are more viable because you're not right next to your opponent. This is a big map where you're right next to your opponent. If you build a transport and then they build vehicles, they can actually take your stuff right away. And you get to do the same thing over here. Your turn. Slightly a turn behind on it, yes, but you go here. Stop this harbor. And you could build an artillery here, but you don't get much out of it, I don't think. Get a transport copter. If you get a transport copter, then you're going to start getting overrun by tanks. And it takes even the transport copter is going to take a long time to get to the middle. It's diagonal. Yeah, the awkward thing is that, as you can see, these guys are like already fighting and nothing's even gotten close to the middle. Let's see. Then you get to move here to deny the harbor. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. So you can build a tank to try and deny this, where blue couldn't. And then, I mean, you don't really have anything other than, I guess you can go here. That's looking kind of nice. You can build another. No, you can't. Three, four, five, six. It's actually a pretty. So you can do this, start the cap, and then give up a free tank shot. I mean, private game. It's a lot faster in the move planner, yeah. But I guess the really bad thing about this for blue is now they have to build another tank over here to keep up this fight. Otherwise, where it just kills this. I guess you could artillery. Okay, so blue gets to do the same thing where they just walk by instead of going for the harbor. Then you can't really do that. So here, you still need to guard the harbor. I guess this guy can do it. From here, and you can't do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you can't do that. You can guard. You can hop in here and guard the harbor from here. Okay. So you want a tank to answer this tank. You want a tank or an artillery over here. The problem is this is just going to turn into a vehicle spam. Okay. Where are the comm towers? Oh my gosh, they're so far away. You get to take that. You get to make this attack. I can't actually choose my attackers. No comm towers. On the road. It either knocks it down to 5 or 4. It's pretty big. We'll say you get 5. Knock to that. In the planner. It's very nice. If you ever want to do long-term stuff, you just build another tank. You're stuck in an arms race. That's just because the bases are so close to each other, with a property right in the middle. Do that. Finally going for the comm tower. You can do this and force this guy back. This is a pretty big deal, this difference, because on this side of the map, Orange Star is just totally fine with this property. Doesn't have to take the first strike or anything. I guess this guy doesn't have to come back because this guy can always block here. I think but Orange Star doesn't have to do that. I guess if you have the tank over here, you just start taking the harbor. Yeah. And you don't even have to build a tank here. You probably do. Just to stop them from first striking you. You don't have to. Guess you get an artillery. March it down here and take this back. Or up here. Oh, red's already like pretty far ahead. They do lose this city. But this tank can't reach this. You just gotta fall back with this guy. Preferably to a spot where you don't just die. I guess you could go here, but you don't really want to give them another first strike. You block it. I'm just trying to get this guy to a city that can repair from next turn. As long as you keep up your tank chain, you can do this. But you don't have that same tank pressure in the middle here. You can still try and go for the harbor. You have to send this guy over here. You didn't have to do that for red, of course. They have another turn to react over here. And you have to build a tank over here. I think moving this guy up here to threaten this. I was just trying to do the same thing again, but red can definitely shut it down so easily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is fine. No, it's not. This guy can hit me. That makes you have to walk back here. So I was probably just can't do that as player 2 on this map. And I guess you go for that. I mean, you super can't go for this attack. But if you don't go for the attack, you could be in trouble down here, maybe. But we'll try it. Let's just say it does the 6, the 6, 7, a classic. Firefox over Chrome. I'm using Chrome right now. Now you don't have an artillery. You weren't even close to being able to build an artillery. You now threaten this. Oh, they don't even have to send this guy over because they can just finish this capture. I just realized that red can easily deny this comm tower. The vehicle. Oh my gosh. Player 2's so far behind. This is the end of player's 2 turn. They're equal in unit value, while having only 3K in the bank. So player 1 has an option here. Actually has huge options because they didn't have to commit like player 2 did. Well, they can go for this attack. From missile platform, and there's nothing to back this up. And then this guy can still take this property. And I think player 1 just wins the middle. Yeah, I'm thinking that the map has got some first turn advantage issues from what I'm seeing. Although it could have just been that I was trying to use the same strategy for both players. It looks like this front is just way better for player 1 than it is for player 2. And I think that might be being exacerbated because these bases are so close together. So maybe either moving like this base up, this one down. So there's, or like this section up and down. So they're not so close here. Maybe just making the map smaller would also help, so the middle isn't quite so awkward. I'd definitely submit it to, you can definitely submit it to the map design channel, and they can probably help you with that kind of stuff. But yeah, that definitely looks like there's some FTA going on. It could also be because having more bases, that the income part of the first turn advantage is being more apparent, and I don't think, yeah, player 2 didn't start with any extra like properties or anything. Try and balance that out. That might also help. It would be like a case of if player 1 started with an infantry here and then like this airport was blue or something. Yeah. Okay, I'll check out the next map. It's definitely got some promise, though. Let's see. I had a message from Way. Well, actually, I'll do this one next. I have someone who also submitted me a map a long time ago. I think that was Cannon Fodder. Cannon Fodder. I don't see where it is. Maybe it's the wrong person. This is why Go7 isn't allowed around the move planner. There's some maps that are kind of like that, but the more stuff that you start with, the stronger it is for player 1. There's this map. Glory of Nelly. I think the message said that this used to be in Global League, but there was some serious, it got taken down for some serious second turn advantage. And they were wondering, what is the second turn advantage here? Okay, so the first thing I'm seeing about the second turn advantage is that this city does not get, the cap does not start on it immediately. Which means that player 2 is going to get 2,000 out of that instead of the normal 1,000. It almost allows them to buy a recon on the first turn. They could base skip, a single base skip to get a day one recon. But let's not do that. Oh, okay, it's kind of looking like player one might be a full turn behind. Let's see. Well, they can't. If they wanted to recon this turn on their second turn, they have no luck. Okay, so now player two can definitely recon if they want to. And probably should. Like here and here. Build a recon. That seems really strong. Okay, so player... Take this away now. Like that, I guess. Okay. Let's say that player one wants to do the same thing. Okay, so the recon runs all the way to here. Oh my gosh, it stops the city. I think it probably stopped the city. This one will stop the city too, right? Yeah. Or I guess it doesn't. If player two wants to get a mech. Doing this to get these cities. You can't quite tank. You can mech to get this city. Okay, well, you can't go for this city anymore. Recon stops it right away. You go down here, I guess. You do get this city earlier. Maybe you just can't go for this city right away. And the mech doesn't really help you over here. You might need it. No, because if you don't mech, you can get a tank next turn. And then the player one just can't do the same strategies. That's what we're seeing here. And you just zoom on over here. Now you're covering these cities. Recon is so strong. And getting a mech last turn wouldn't even help. You can mech chain it if you want. Yeah, I think that the second turn advantage that the map got taken down for is that this property, well, for one, that's more of a high funds rather than a regular income turn advantage thing, but also I'm pretty sure it's always a case where you can immediately start capping it. Like, what does this recon do? Goes here. Get the same kind of threats on this side, but that actually gets answered by this mech with the mech chain. Okay, so what we're seeing here is player one just straight up can't recon. That they have to answer this with mechs, I think, and just have no pressure on this side. Because, like, what does this guy do? He can't do anything. Anywhere he goes that starts to capture, he gets hit. Definitely build a tank here, because you have to. Then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess you can. That doesn't. Wait, that doesn't even work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the recon can step to here and finish you off. You can't even go for this cap and just accept that you're getting hit once. Okay, well that's. I think this game is already looking pretty over for our good friend player 2 or player 1. What about running past onto the bridge right here? You could do that. Now I can't reach you. It's like you didn't put yourself in a better position to capture the cities. Something like that. Oh man, and you have to build your tank on your weak side? Probably just head on over here. You can't even start this cap after the tank moves. You have this city. Did I not capture this? I didn't capture this. Yeah, the double forest. You can go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doesn't reach here. If you built the tank at the center base, then the recon gets to beat you up over here. Now you're in a. You get this faster. That's covered though. This is effectively covered. No, it's not. Oh, you can build a tank here. I guess you could build the tank. Well, that even if you built the tank here, yeah, you still get the hits over here. This recon doesn't have any good targets. I guess it goes into the middle. Over here, it just gets taken out by tanks and mechs. That's part of this being a day. This is a day 2 mech or recon. This is a day 3 recon. Then you go back to setting up this capture. Can it not go there? Oh, you're right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my gosh. It wasn't even there. It was like here. Move planner lied to me. You're right. It can't even go there. Where does it even go? Here? Here? Where was it? It was right there. Yeah. Yeah, I think the can't go there. Go here. Go back here. Try and help deal with the other recon. I guess you could have this be here instead. Or where it came from. So much mountain and river, yeah. Forest. You can finally go for these cities now. Guess I shouldn't have gone for this city. I should have gone for this city with the mech here. It's still covered. And of course, he would have been able to sneak through that way out. But then I'd be going for the city, and then the mech would go for this city. I was making yellow move on Gray Sky's turn. I was cheating. You do like this? No, yellow, you're not here. And if you can't be there. It's in this mech. Gets to threaten to step onto the mountain and interrupt the cap. Oh my gosh, you can just switch over here. Now that both tanks have been like forced, I guess if this guy can follow. Messed up the econ a bit with this, but this still threatens these cities. So the tanks, you still have to keep tanks around. That's true. You still lose the recon for it, but I think you probably would have to do it. Or no. You have to bring this tank up here. This tank has to move. Can't move away from this city. And now this recon's threatening this city. Let's say you do go for you can go for this. You can kill the mech off. Definitely depends on who you are though. So you high roll it. Not super high roll. And the 4. Knock down to 8, and then you bring this guy over, and you're like, aha! I hit a comm tower. Didn't change it. Snapshots are part of the extension. You have a similar function in the regular move planner, but it requires that you download a file. Okay, you need to be at least here. Yeah, you need to be at least here. You can go to here. No, you can't go to there. You can go to here. Probably go on the missile platform because it's a missile platform. All right. This is actually looking pretty good for a little bit of a inaccuracy on my part for player 2's mech movement. You need it. Probably tank. Artillery is my guess. You should be capping that. It actually works out pretty well for this recon because you can't. Yeah, I'll be taken out by these infantry. The player one messed up. And by player one, I mean myself. That's okay. I think that's what they were talking about for the serious second turn advantage, though. Is just to move on to the next map. Is probably this city without having an infantry ready to cap it. Let's see what the map analysis was. 59 to 41%. That's pretty drastic for Advanced Wars by Web, at least. Only like 200 games played though. This was back in 2013, way before my time. Sasha with the 67%. Nell never lost. Jake is the most played. Go7 always messing up. Getting caught out by Go7. I have a game or a map here. Valley of the Queen. This is from McGuell Layton. Go7 wins. Okay, I don't like the it's a really weird neutral base that's infantry only. It's really far away from all your other bases. I don't know why. It's called Fog of War. And they got labeled standards. I don't know what map committee is up to, but they're not reading the names of the maps. It's an infantry only base because it's surrounded by mountains and only foot soldiers. So infantry and mechs are the only ones that can leave there. Oh, it is a pipe runner base, you're right. But it's a pipe runner base where if you break the pipe to get to it, you can no longer really deploy your pipe runners. And by the way, pipe runners are really bad in fog because pipes are always revealed. So pipe runners are also always revealed because they're on top of the pipes. Let's see how this goes. keeping in mind that this is indeed Fog of War. Probably here. Wait a second. That HQ. Okay. I think you just win. I mean, you probably wouldn't go there. You'd go here, right? You might go there. It drops off here. Then you would go here. You go for your capture. Now you just lose. Oops. This should have been captured last turn. You can't get a tank yet. And then you go here. And you go here. That's GG. I guess that's a problem. It says Fog of War. I can't show you. Ah. I'm zoomed in a little bit on the... No, it won't let me show it. Ah, there we go. Definitely throw a black boat on there. Okay, the other thing I'm noticing is that you very quickly like run out of stuff to do, your infantry. But that's part of why there's always black boats on HQs in Fog, or almost always. Because there's of course no way of knowing this is happening. But you can't move it. You don't want to move it this way. This rush will still happen. It'll make it even farther away from the base. Like if you move it back here, that delays the rush by 1 turn. But it also makes it harder for you to cover it. I'd say I would like to see these bases a little bit more spread out. I don't see how you possibly get this base in a reasonable amount of time. I guess you could Grim Artillery to get more infantry. I guess it's more of a mech base, I guess, because you also get the airport. And it's just imperfect mech movement. The other thing I was noticing about the map is that this base isn't responsible for as much income as these other bases are. I guess you could try and argue that's responsible for this stuff, but it's quite the argument because it has like a really roundabout route to get there. And then personally, I'm not a huge fan of neutral bases that come on later in the game, because they become contested neutral bases. And while this base for green isn't that amazing, this base for Amber Blaze is good. It can base lock this base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It can do a rocket. It can pipe runner. This is a safe pipe runner. That's usually why you don't see neutral bases. I mean, there's a couple of reasons. Contested neutral bases. For one, it makes any turn advantage enormously impactful. And a base isn't like a city, and it isn't like a comm tower. It's like the most important property besides the HQ. So the immediate thing to do if you want to keep the map exactly the same, for the most part, is to put the black boats on the HQs. The other thing I would say is spreading out these bases a little bit. And if you want to keep this base as is, I would make a more immediate route to it. You can maybe turn this into a pipe and turn this into a mountain. You want to keep it still pipe stuff. That's what I would say. And this cheese here wasn't even a Sammy cheese. You could do that too, yeah. It doesn't have to be a foot soldier only. You could just make it a regular base. You could have a regular base here if you wanted, and then take away like this base or something. Actually, take away this base. You could do that too. Not seeing. And the other thing is, like, you have really nice chains here for someone to capture a lot of these properties. But usually what you want to do with property chains is you have them lead the players into like contested areas. So people start fighting. They like naturally start fighting because they're following capture chains into each other. Or in this case, all the capture chains are just like sitting in the middle. And so you're not guiding them off into a zone to fight. The middle is always a place to fight. So usually you want to put some stuff in the middle, but not a lot of stuff. Like not 6 properties worth of value in the middle. And of course, this would be a very, very slow start map because you have very little economy near your production right away. Well, I'm just calling them capture chains because they're within a single infantry movement of all of each other. But they would probably get interrupted. Action would probably be happening. I would expect. Okay. Too many mountains and fog? It's not that. Well, I'm not really against the mountains and fog. But, well, what I am against is choke points in fog. Especially any choke point that involves a forest. So I'd be worried about that. It is free vision, yeah. But it's not that big. You know. Recons look kind of weak on them now. They have to wrap all the way around. Except for, they're decent at rushing the HQ here. But I would try and avoid any double forests that are that matter for fighting, because they make it very hard to fight in fog. Yeah, the vision game in fog is just something you always have to balance quite a bit. So it's arguable how important the vision like over here is, and no one cares about the vision over here. These mountains would be very contested because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you control them, you can see your opponent's base's production. The mountains feel less fun, yeah. There's a lot of things you got to consider in fog that you don't necessarily have to consider in standard. Like you gotta think about where the forests are in respect to bases. Like I'd be a little bit worried about this forest. Not so much though, because it's such a long. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Well, okay, it's 3 turns for an artillery to get into this forest and lock this base. And that's a really difficult thing to deal with. Except there's an airport here, so I guess it would be possible. They do kind of look like Pac-Man, yeah. Okay. The next map. Is from Brasmac. Oh my gosh, it's so tiny. It looks like there's major first turn advantage problems here. Because the more you start with, the more impactful going first is. So we can do it real quickly here. You almost do a recon right away. Okay. I mean, you go for the middle probably, but let's say you go for the chain. Because you want the money fast. Okay, super tiny map. We'll make their one move also similarly. We won't do recon. You would definitely do recon shenanigans. I don't know what I'm saying. Recon's so strong. You go recon, you can't go tank. Your opponent has to. Your opponent can't build a tank right away, so. What do you even do? Well, you can't recon. Because if you recon, they get to tank. And then you... I mean, I guess we can try and recon and just block the other recon. Now they would definitely save up for tank. Disgusting levels of presence. Here? No, it doesn't work. You can actually still get that. You just go here. They can't stop you from taking this city. Is this a high funds map? It better not be a high funds map. Yeah, you should probably make bases neutral. Otherwise, player one just gets so much out of going first. You go here. You build a tank. Oh, actually. One, two, three, four, five, six. You get that city. You can fight here, or you can fight here. Probably not here, because that's literally within infantry range. You do this if you wanted to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They can hit you from the city this way. Go for this. Bring that guy back. Force them to give up the cap. Let's see. Build a tank to respond to the tank. We're stuck in a tank arms race. Maybe you just ignore over here. Or you're here. Oh yeah, I mean, this looks a lot better. Lash rocket on HQ. That's true. Is this Fog of War? Or is it Combat Area A? It doesn't say. Well, there's definitely some FTA. The tank cannot attack this recon. You get this city. Can't really attack this. You can do it with an infantry if you want, but you'll lose the infantry. What do you even do with this tank? Try and zone over here? Can you go for this? Try and go for like this combo? You get hit from the city. City to city? I guess if you were like Lash against Sammy. Everything is so close, yeah. What about having all of the properties? So let's see how that would work out. You got this, man. Most broken day-to-day ever. I'm gonna say it goes like this. Thank you for your hard work. That is doing work. Suddenly the single infantry is not going to be a very good FTA counter. Okay, so that's how much money red starts with. Probably what, go like Copter. You need infantry to capture your opponent's stuff. Rah! You could get an anti-air. You probably go for your own Copter. Copter charges forward. Go for the stuff. Grab another Copter. Get a tank here. You probably a tank here. Well, oops, not a mech. You can see what happens here with the FTA. Okay. So look at what happens with how the players start their turns. When player 2 starts their turn, they're already being like zoned. They start their turn a full turn behind, basically, for what they're fighting against. As you build an anti-air here, because you could try and build a Copter. You don't want to fall behind in unit value or unit count so early. So see, now when player 1 starts their turn, it's 30,000 against 31. But when player 2 started their turn, they were against 30,000 and they only had 13,000 on the field. You could, well, mechs would be really slow, but maybe. What would player 1 do here? Probably start taking cities. this. Tank can reach, but you're okay with that? You could either strike here. Just see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You want to sit here, but you can't sit there. That was probably a bad attack, but it probably won't matter. Okay, so let's say they attack here. Being very aggressive. Attacking into the copter range. You knock down to 4, 8. We'll get anti-air tank and just base skip. Okay. Here we go, player 2. Well, player 2 can't really start any caps. I guess they can start this one. They have to try and stop these caps. They can do this. It's pretty good. They can go tank on tank. The city. So this gets knocked down to 5. 5, 8. Then as you strike these, you don't want to lose your cities. Say they get a bunch of 6, 7s. This is the classic number. And then, like, how do you handle this though? This copter's blocking this copter. Or I guess this copter's blocking this copter from hitting. A Neo tank. Neo tank would be pretty good. I guess you could try and go for this. You go. You just have no good place for this copter. I guess we'll do the sacrificial play, which will trade copters, essentially. I'm not even sure if this... Does that trade? Does it live? You're at 4. You hit a copter at 8. Yeah, that does trade, okay. Or no, they'd probably get knocked down. You'd probably get knocked down to 5. That's still probably gonna trade, okay. You go tank infantry. Ooh, you're ending a little bit ahead. But now, of course, this turn's gonna hurt. And I guess this copter is now unopposed. And then you take like let me just take these guys out. Put a tank here. Tank infantry. As and then player 2 is looking really dead. Your properties are being captured. You're way behind in units. That's just FTA that's happening there. Because player 1 is starting on an even, before conflict happens, on an even playing field, and then player 2 is always starting behind for their turns. Yeah, this is why you always see the FTA counters. It's more exaggerated in tiny maps, yeah. But for any map where you're starting with more stuff, you'd see the effect immediately. But you wouldn't see the stuff dying immediately. But this is not how the map is. You do not start with everything capped. But when you start, the more things you start with, the more it favors player 1. That's why... that's why more maps are like this, except like you wouldn't start with this and you wouldn't start with this base. Try and keep the starting amounts as minimal as possible so the FTA counter can be as minimal as possible. But like in this case, this isn't a strong enough FTA counter to make up for the amount of income that player 1 is starting with. The goal is to have it so, like in the goal is to have it so that you're starting your turn half a turn behind in all these metrics as your opponent, and then you're ending half a turn ahead to even have a balanced game. Where we saw the other one was happening was that player 1 was just a full turn ahead, and player 2 was always a full turn behind. And then player 1 would start their turn even in all the metrics and end a full turn ahead in all the metrics. And player 2 would start, of course, a full turn behind and then end even. It's really hard to overcome that. I would think that would be a very good idea. These contested properties are pretty brutal too, but it's a tiny map, so you're not making it for Global League. Okay. If I find any more maps that I can... Okay, I think that... I thought there was someone else that also submitted a map, but I can't find it. Give player 2 a silo. There's a bunch of ideas out there for how FTAs can happen. There's a map maker, Elise, who's been messing around with a bunch of them. I don't know if they're... Elise, of course, because for some reason you're limited to just 30 maps per account. I don't even know if this is the right account for finding the maps. No, that doesn't look like it's got any of the weird stuff. Oh, this has similar It definitely has some weird stuff, but it doesn't have the FDA kind of weird stuff. So that's I don't know what that map is, but they have. There's a lot of very prolific map makers. Here come the cavalries. No, it must be a different account that they were making the I'll check a few more. But basically what they were doing is like giving units that you could eventually unload and stuff. Or no, what they were doing a lot was starting with more money but having mandatory buys. Let's see if I can find. The problem is on Discord they always swap up their names, so it's really difficult to search for their messages towards me. I can never remember which account they said it from. Ah, that's not how you search up. Oh, my mentions thing is not. Oh, my Discord search thing isn't working out. It's supposed to. It's supposed to be like mentions, and then you can type in a user, but it's just searching for the words mention. I don't know. Yes, you might have been the person I was thinking of. Raphael? Or Raphael? Oh, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. You send that to me again. Ah, is this the one with Elise's wacky maps? This is looking... Brush with fog. Is this one of them? I mean, it's definitely wacky. It's not, I don't think it's one of the ones I was thinking of. You can see that the FDA counter in this case involves a black boat. So player 2 can hop onto this black boat on their first turn, where player 1 can't hop onto this one. So it's an FTA counter that involves pre-deployeds. See if there's any down here that really show it off. And this is a very similar idea. Brookville, there you are. I'll work for it. I don't know if you ever sent me the map. But yeah, I'll look over it. Okay, so this is another situation with pre-deployed. In this case, player 2 gets to do this one first and go for this base, or actually have a serious choice because this black boat's sitting on a bridge. So you can go for your double airport, or you can go over here for airport base harbor. This is stuff that Elise has been messing with a lot. Trying to make equal choices. I don't think this is probably very equal. I think the base is probably better. This is high funds though. But this has the similar turn advantage thing, where player 2 will do this first. Actually, player 2 probably always sends over here. I didn't notice that this airport is pre-owned. Orphic Egg. Spring Thief, maybe? That's almost just a regular map. You can see, again, the unit placement is doing a lot of the FTA stuff. Player 2 gets to go for both of these bases at the same time. Player 1 goes for this one first and is delayed on that one. This is a huge map. It's too big for the stream. Start with the rockets that can't move, so that helps with FTA. There's again a pre-owned black boat stuff. Now the thing with the naval maps that I will say is that they're much better if there just isn't an airport. Because airports are they're just better than boats. So the green ports, these are just here for defensive purposes and aesthetic purposes. This is being owned by a non-functioning player. It doesn't matter that they're being owned by a non-functioning, like a player that's not in the game, because you can't actually take these ever. There's nowhere to land. So they're just here for aesthetics and for sitting in to attack from with defense stars. Like Kindle and Lash. Let's see. Such a normal map. Another one of those harbors. Pre-owned properties. It's something that we are probably pretty used to at this point. There's no really redeployed stuff. Elise is letting me down. No? No? Well, that's a bunch of stuff. Okay, let's see how Elise has balanced this. So player 2 does start with this infantry. The player 2 will get this property or this base first. Our player 1 will get this base first when the infantry and the recon come over here, and you drop the infantry off first. I assume. I see what Elise has done here. So I getcha. So the choice that you're making every turn, because the only place this lander can drop off on the mainland is right here on top of the base. So there's all of these units that you get to decide whether or not you want to build, or if you want to capture your base at all, or if you want to unload a unit. So in this case, you definitely would not go for this infantry first. You'd have the infantry capture the harbor. There's no real point in capturing this base right away, since you're going to be unloading your free units. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is set up so that the only thing you can bring over is a single recon. And then you're going to be missing turns of drop-offs while you're picking up other stuff. The player 1 is going to get a recon out on the map faster. Or they might just wait and try and get tank artillery out faster. The player 2 gets this base first. In exchange, player 1 gets the drop off first. Alright, we'll try fog memorization. If I can find that map. Fog memorization, there we go. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I actually tested this map a little bit, I think. I did. So this is a map where the choice... You can cap in 3 turns. On this map? But if you're sitting here capping, you're not dropping off your free units. You can go for the harbor right away. And drop a recon right off the bat, and then come down and pick these guys up. You could go for it. You could go for the capture. You don't need to drop 2 units. Well, if you're dropping later, every time you drop, you block your base. But you could. And there are 2 properties over here, and the infantry is actually the only unit that can leave all on its own. Just over the river. So I think if you take the infantry first and drop off and start capping this base, you're just going to get overrun when your opponent has a free tank, artillery, and recon on the field harassing you. Your capture phase will be faster. Your capture phase will be faster in that you could have more infantry capping and stuff. That's very true. The problem is you're going to lose in your capture phase because you're going to be hit by all this stuff, and you won't be able to afford... Like the capture phase won't help you until the money really comes online. Like player 1 can drop off a recon right here before player 2 even has a turn. I mean, you could do this, give this a boost if you wanted, yeah. And this recon is going to go straight up here, and it's going to stop properties from being captured. So on this first turn, boost infantry, drop off recon, second turn, start the capture. You can't quite boost, unless you're Sturm, you can't quite boost yourself that much. You only go to here or here, and this is the river tile. Sturm could do that though. But that's, I mean, that would be better, yeah. So over here on this map, you have a choice. You have a choice on this, or on this map. You can either delete the Neo tank so that you can capture the airport right away. Or you can wait till you can buy a lander, delete the infantry, and get a Neo tank. With the lander, you can also pick up the recon. Otherwise, you have to delete the recon. At least I was showing it. We were doing map streams. And we were talking about first turn advantage stuff. So, I mean, we can quickly go through this planner. This is a fog game. So I would definitely recommend doing this. I can't actually, there we go, remove. I would delete my Neo tank and start taking the airport right away. And if we can imagine that player 2 is like, no, I am going to go for the lander strategy and get a Neo tank. We'll just quickly go through this. We're going for your captures. Get the base. Get the harbor to get your lander. All right. I would probably base skip for a transport copter. You don't necessarily have to, though. But this will be, which one do I want to base skip on? Probably this one? This one? This is the one that can use the transport copter right away, right? So I guess we'll do it like that. I did build a lander in my league match. Didn't capture that though. Okay, you can't get a lander yet. Assuming you want to go for a lander as fast as possible, so that the Neo tank is as impactful as possible. So where can you go that's really nice? Probably here. Drop off here, drop off here. Something like that. Neo tanks are pretty strong and fast. This is, of course, in fog that all of this is happening. So you do not know what your opponent decided to go for. You can see you still can't buy a lander. A little awkward with these infantry. Guess you have this guy go for the harbor. And the next turn you could triple base skip the lander. Wait, let's see here. What do we do? You go for the harbor. Probably go for the capture. And then trying to see what's good for boosting here. Guess you could do something like this, bringing him along, or boosting him. You're bringing this guy along to here, and then just walk over here. You could go another transport copter if you wanted. You can start getting recons. This way, this guy goes for this city, this one goes for this city, this one goes for this city. This one goes for the city, and this guy gets boosted up to here on the next turn. Let's just go super greedy. Okay. We will have player 2 go all in on this lander strategy. Triple base skip. Fastest possible lander. I think getting recons would be basically mandatory. Because as you can tell, if you go transport copter, you're going to be really far ahead with your infantry capture, so you'll be able to tell what your opponent did with an early recon. Which is a lot easier to do if you do their slower lander. It's fog, yeah. My copter should be one space ahead. I think that's the right spot. I'm gonna drop you off here. Let me go mech. We can do this. I don't have a problem. Oh, I think that's even worth it. Do here, I guess. A little greedy. All right. Sorry, infantry. You're out of here. The Lancer's here. We could go with this guy. Guess here. Do a similar drop off here. They miss each other in the night. Start getting a recon over here. Oh, true. You would go. That's true. You would want the airport. Yeah, you have to go back with this guy. That's fine. Oops, not yet. Boost you. Get the mech to you here. You can start going after the city. Probably. We're here? Yeah. What's the best place to put you? Right here? No. I guess you go back here getting ready for more mechs. The simple boost will get you there. So this is the city you would never go for. Because your opponent would always see it coming. Let's get a recon over here. You can see that right now, the unit count is a little disgusting. Okay. So let's not go for the recon yet. Let's try and get our fastest possible Neo tank. You do have a choice. You can drop off over here or you could drop off down here. I'm guessing you want to do it down here because your Neo tank is going to need to see stuff. You would never go for that one. You could go for this one, but then you chastise yourself for boosting. So you would probably go for that one. Maybe you would go for this one? You get really sad when you see this happening. That's the spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, it just doesn't. Up here. You can always go back for the recon. But we're going for fastest possible Neo tank. That's true. You go here, go for this. In which case they would just not use the black bow. Yeah, that's true. They wouldn't expect the other person to triple T-copter. Triple T-copter is a bit much. You do have a Neo tank. You're up a lot of value because you have a Neo tank. Boost to here. Take the city. Recon would go to here. I have to think of all these different captures you do. Oops. Probably like that. You probably wouldn't have gone for this city. Probably would have done 2 over here. You keep your mechs together. go over here, I guess. With the idea of... Actually, no, it's better to do it here. That way, the black boat can just pick it up next turn, drop it off in the forest. Here, you would definitely panic and run away. In fact, you probably shouldn't just go for that city ever. You get a boost here. Going for both of these cities now. You go back for a mech. I somehow messed you up so that you can't go grab a mech. I guess you could... Yeah. Yeah. But the lander also picks up the recon. I guess you could do something like this. The idea of going for this city is you have mechs over here, the recon. You don't really boost to these guys because the infantries make it there. Poor recon. I guess you do eventually destroy your recon and drop an infantry back here. Throw some more recons for our vast fleet of nothing but mechs, helicopters, infantry, and recons. I don't expect many people will be playing it like this. Actually, I probably wouldn't get this recon. Let's scratch that. I probably would get that recon. I wouldn't get this recon. Go like that. Keep that unit count up. Do you actually get to spot anything with this? No. None the wiser, but you do get this. Neo tank. You could do something like this. That's a little aggressive. It's a missile platform, though. Probably sit on the city, revealing that you can go for a first combat. Neo tank doesn't quite cover. It is on its way.